Hello. I did not mean to be doing this message, but I just felt that God put something on my heart. Um, I tried a lot in life. I wasn't always, nobody's perfect, and I wasn't attempting to be perfect, but I was attempting to be myself and to do right. A lot of times that I did right, or I thought I did right by people, they had other agendas. And it just hurts me that, like, a lot of times when, because there's a lot of other issues going around it. Like I said, of course, I'm the black sheep or whatever. I guess if that's what they want to say, but I consider it like a scapegoat Cinderella situation. But when I tried to reach out and love and just help and support or whatever I could do, it was always something. It was never good enough. If somebody um, needed a ride, and until recently, I had some devil come into my life and was trying to make sure I lose everything. Every time they came around, every car was destroyed, every car was damaged. But also, that also shows you I had plenty cars. I had plenty things to be unfortunately damaged. So, whenever people needed rides or different things, I was the one who would give them rides. Whenever we had a family event or something, a lot of people didn't have a way to get to it, and didn't know sometimes what was needed besides the food. I'm not a cook, so like I said, some things even out. Um, Somebody might cook, and then you might, have the ride to get them there, or whatever. I get that, but it's just bothers me that sometimes for some of us, whatever we do is never enough. So, like, now, God forbid, if I was to ask somebody, like, for a ride or anything, they'll look at you funny as if, oh, well, the same people who begged you or asked you to do things for them will now look at you funny, act like you never did it, and then tell people they don't have to do things for you. First of all, that's not what I got on here to say, but same energy. Let those people reap what they sow. Those same people who told you to suck it up, eat it up, I can't help you because I'm helping somebody else. And when that person turns on them or whatever, there are some people who only come to you to take from you. When they're doing good or they're doing lavishly or they don't need whatever you have, you're not the phone number that they call. You're not the phone number for fun and safety and things like that. You're the phone number for when they want to set somebody up. You're the phone number for when they want to take something from somebody. You're the phone number for when they want to feel good about themselves or be nasty to somebody. I have so many things coming in my head because that's not what I got on here to say. But yeah, I guess like the saying, sometimes I thought I was doing wrong, but I was doing wrong for the wrong people. It was always something, it was just always something, like if somebody needed some cash and I had it, like I said, situations is different, and I would have it. And then it'd be like, oh, you just trying to buy somebody's love. Or I would fully intend on, because usually I'm used to being on my feet until recently. Like I said, this shocked me, and so I'll make it. So I stopped making promises, because I would make a promise, and even though the thing about it was so disrespectful, like I have my own children to feed, I have my own self to feed, I have my own pets to feed, and these people still wanted me to make a miracle, So I stopped promising things. It's just I get excited when people have children. I get excited when people are getting married. I get excited when people have life events because I love you. So then when I can't fall through, then I'm a bad person. But these people never brought anything to my children. These people never did anything, made sure we had anything to eat. These people, there's just some people who will only take from you. And when they're doing good, you'll be the last number they call. You'll only call when they're in the negative and when they're in the bad. But anything that you do is just never enough. Like it's like, um, you know, like I didn't make enough room in the vehicle, or I had to pick them up. Plus, I had to get the gas. I have to. Like I said, if you need something financially, then it's like, oh, I'm just only trying to be there for you financially. And it hurts because, like I said, at a time and I think God had to teach me, a time for me to have a hard time, none of those people could I call and ask for $1, $5, or any type of help for it. Like I said, a lot of people would, coulda, shoulda, woulda, I would if I could, but they helped one of the more popular people that they were associated with. And it's just like, you criticized me for doing this and for doing that, and that wasn't enough. I don't let you in my home. You basically took over my home. People who didn't want you in their home, now they're in my home. Just being mad, disrespectful things I experienced. And then when I needed somebody and I look up, I'm like, I would appreciate if it was somebody I could call and just listen to. I would never complain and say, oh, you only are there for me to listen to. Oh, you are only there for me to borrow $5 for. Oh, you're only there for me to fill your refrigerator up with food. Or the type of things that I did. Oh, you're only there to give me a place to sleep and lay my behind and wash my behind when I need it. Oh, you're only there to buy me a pair of gym shoes. Or, you don't really love me. If I could have had half of the person that I was to people, half of the friend, half of the family. So, like I said, a lot of people, no matter what you do, I don't care how much money you get, I don't care how you can lay down your life, you can lay down what they say on the ground, and they'll say you're not flat enough. Um, I'm just puzzled. Like I said, I just couldn't imagine. Like I said, if I could have just one person, especially when I was going through difficult times, to pick me up, take me to the grocery store, do this or do that. And then it's like later on you hear little things, almost as if these people have nothing but a life focused on destroying you. And you hear little things like, oh, well, this person, or they misconstrue something like this. And it's like, family don't have to help you and friends don't have to help you. But where was that same energy when they expected me to do everything? It's like you expect certain people to give and to do and never reach enough, and then other people are not expected or not obligated to do things. And at the same time, nobody's saying that they are. These people just put these most craziest words in your mouth. But what I did say is it would have been nice. I just couldn't imagine myself complaining about somebody who did a portion of the things that I did to show my love and my respect and for people. And a lot of times those people did me so wrong, so dirty, and a lot of things I still don't even know. I know when I go around people, especially people who I thought was supposed to be my family, people who I thought was supposed to love me, people who I thought I grew up with, and I thought there was no ill feelings, and they come off mad disrespectful, mad loud, mad trying to clown me, mad trying to just be off pocket. I guess if I was ignoring them or hiding from them or disregarding them or something like that, it's like I don't have to be available for your toxicity, your pain, and if I, and if whatever, I don't have to be available for your agenda. I have my own stuff, but I think people, when they don't respect you, they don't see your own stuff. They don't see your own things that you want to do for yourself and things that you have to do. They couldn't even see that I had more mouths to feed than myself. People would expect me to take food out of my refrigerator to feed them, and it would be just, like I said, it would be three of us, and it'd be just one of them, and they couldn't make a way, and I made a way, and it still wasn't enough. So I guess I'm just living proof, y'all. It's never enough for some people. It's not what you do. It's who you're doing it for. And I guess we need to learn to make sure that these people definitely respect us, and also that we take care of ourselves and our responsibility prior to trying to help anybody, because these people will take everything from you. Like I said, they done had things repossessed from me. They made phone calls to jobs and told them not to, or to mistreat me, or to or that I'm doing something sneaky or something like that. I don't know how these people have that much time to focus on us. It's I don't even want to say the word, like, it's crazy, to know that these people have this much time to worry about where you at, where you working, what you got. It's not that they want anything that you have, they just don't want you to have anything, because they spoke so ill and so horribly about you that they don't want people to know that it was a lie. They don't want people to know that they just straight up envied you, hated you, took advantage of the situation that you were not well known, were not living to be popular. So people was curious about you, so they were adding in things, to make it seem like they knew you better than they did. So it's like, your presence and you just doing well is just aggravating them and exposing them is what it's doing. So, yeah, keep a little bit for yourself, keep a little bit for God, church, definitely your children, and if it's something like I said, I was ahead, I couldn't see the future, and if you got everything right now, keep something for savings, for college, for if you run into a narcissistic family or group of people, or you find out that your own family is this type of way. If something happened, you have things insured. They can be, you have credit. There's always something that you can save and work on. You don't have just willy nilly to be um, saving. What I say, like that one song, "Save." I hope you want to be saved. No, whether that thing be a man or a woman, sister or brother, mama, dad, whatever. Especially if these people are not there for you, especially if these people, if you find yourself in a situation where these people are criticizing anything you do, because anything you do, like they say for me, anything that you do is a plus. Nobody's obligated to do anything. So if you're doing things and you're sacrificing and you're trying to show love and they're still criticizing it and being mean and coming off on you all rude and expecting just dumb stuff, expecting just things just to ruin your life, and taking advantage of what you don't know, or what gossip that you haven't heard, or just different things like that. I'm just criticizing you for helping them and loving them and all, but still never feeding you back. Whenever you ask for some type of help, now all of a sudden they need something instantly, like right then and there, and at the end of the day, you still never got what you needed. Whether it had just been a hug, whether it had just been an ear, whether it had just been support, or they had just been $4 or $5. Just keep a little bit for yourself, and try to find people who actually don't mind giving those type of things to you, because you deserve it. You deserve it just as much as anybody else, and it's not for you to prove anything to anybody else. So some people will never accept you. Some people will never love you. Some people will always see you as a competition. Some people will always blame you for something. Sometimes people will even blame you for not, like if they had a cage or something set for you, you didn't fall in it. I might not be saying it the right way. People be mad at that, just the fact that you didn't fall, you didn't falter. They thought that you wasn't going to make it. You thought that you wasn't going to get, this or that done, and you did it. I mean, people have pure, like, just shaking hate for things like that. Yeah. I love you, and just keep a little bit for yourself. Definitely keep a lot for your children. Um, you're never that far ahead to take care of any man. You're never that far ahead to let anybody play you. You're never that far ahead to sacrifice, to show love to somebody. Because like I said, those type of people, it's never going to be enough. They pretty much just want your life. Those are narcissistic people. They want your life. They want to take over your life. Might just want your credit or whatever type of thing. But oftentimes they, like I said, with everything I lost, it was never for them to have it. It was just for them to make sure I didn't have. I guess, and represent somebody of God, or somebody of not of a perfect situation, still making it, still making a way. I guess I defeat all sorts of situations, and I guess even though I think this is small things that anybody can do, I guess a lot of people just not doing. A lot of people not moving. Like I said, I have so much against me, so many people. It's not a, I wish it was made up. I wish it was just me against myself. I had somebody who didn't know me say that you're in your own way. No, honey, it's not just me in my way. I wish it was that it's easy for you, because nobody's in your way. They don't see you as a competition. But for some of us, there's more than just us in our way. And you would be surprised of the people who you think are supposed to be working on or attacking evil are out here with jobs and different things and goals and groups and gangs and whatever, that attack good. So it's the world that we live in, and I guess that's why they consider it a form of hell. And so people like us stand out no matter how hard we try. Nobody. Do you think I wanted to be popular? The most popular I wanted to do is sing for Christ. But this type of stuff, I don't need that many people in my face, in my business, trying to learn me, I never asked for any of this. And I never asked to experience any of the pain that I went through. But I also don't wish it upon anybody else, and I would never have done it to anybody else, and that's what makes it so hard. There's some things I would have never even wished upon anybody. So for people to have that, I'm telling you, these people have that much like ticking energy and hatred, and not because you did anything wrong, not because they're justifying anything. They're just wrong. They just like to be wrong, and just that's just they stuff. That's just the way they flow, and that's just the way they are. And they don't like people who are the opposite and who expose them from being who they are, because they don't get the things that they want. They think that cheating and stuff is how they get it, and you come in and you don't take any of that, and you still exceed what they've been doing with all this plots and plans and grouping and kissing behind and buying and just, I couldn't even tell you all that, what else, bending over, all the things that they do to get to where they need to go. And like I said, and all the thing that I be telling y'all is take God with you. That's really all you need. It's really no big secret, and there's nobody that I don't want to have it. But some people, with all you've done, you can't take. I mean, I don't know. He probably forgive you, but I just don't know. It's still worth a try. But you can't blame him for not hearing you, and you out here doing, and you still want to do, and still will do again to people who just want to make other people's lives blessings. But anyway, yeah, I'm done with that. My whole thing is keep a little bit for yourself. You never have enough to give to somebody who disrespects you, who doesn't appreciate it or you, who doesn't even we don't even have conversations for people who don't want to apologize for what they did for you. A lot of people nowadays, they want to do stuff horribly to you and then want to make it look bad when you don't want to just forgive and forget, you know. They don't want accountability for their end. And my whole thing is, at least they should be man enough, woman enough to say, I apologize. That's the first step. And then after then, that's up to you, because they should have never crossed you in the first place. It's not up to you. It's not an obligation for you to even forgive them, but that's just my opinion. But I love you. God bless, and keep a little bit for yourself. Keep a little bit for God. Keep a little bit for a rainy day. Your children, your family, situations, job loss, and different things like that. And I'm praying for you. I hope you pray for me. I'm a little, for some reason, under the weather and wheezing and just doing things out. I'm not a sickly person, but for some reason, whatever this is will not go away. I just wish there was no toxic areas, but I understand that some of it is just because people are in toxic areas, and that's the way people were born and raised, and what they've seen done prior, and what they think they have to do to be grown. And I just pray for that mindset. I pray for those people to read more, open their knowledge more, so that they know that they don't have to think with that scarcity mindset. I love you, and God bless, and that's all I wanted to say.